Welcome to Salad with a Side of Fries. I'm your host, Jen Trepic, talking wellness and weight loss for real life. We're here to clear up the myths, misinformation, bad science, and marketing to teach you how to eat and how to cheat. Are you ready? I'm having salad with a side of fries. This week, we're talking about Perfect Bar. Now, I have to start this with a shout out to Sarah. Sarah, you sent me a message on Instagram about these products, and then another one of you messaged to say how much you like the episodes when we review labels together. So here we go. Sarah, this one's for you and for everybody else too, of course, because you've probably seen these bars at Starbucks. They're in the little refrigerator case with all the snacks. I've also seen them at a bunch of grocery stores and health food stores, and I'll admit, because they have to be refrigerated, they kind of play with our minds. Like, we think that they must be a healthful option, right? Or at least better for us than the protein bars that don't need to be refrigerated. Or are they? I don't know. Let's take a look, right? So on their website, which is Perfect Snacks, the first thing it says is fresh from the fridge protein snacks. So, okay, they get us right there. Then, before I select a product, they tout that they are protein snacks for the whole family, made with clean ingredients, freshly ground nut butter, organic honey, superfoods. Our nutritious products offer a delicious dose of whole food protein on the go. And then it says USDA organic, non-GMO, whole food protein. I think that says 20 plus superfoods, organic honey, and fresh from the fridge. So, okay, solid marketing. It sounds pretty good. I'm in. I'm ready to look for more info, because what really matters is not that those things are there, but how much of those things are there, right? And the balance between them. You with me? Okay. So the flavor Sarah asked about was the chocolate chip cookie dough. So I went to this one first. The serving size is 1 bar. We have 310 calories, 18 grams of fat, of which there are 3.5 grams of saturated fat, 25 grams of total carbs, which breaks down into 2 grams of fiber, 18 grams of sugar, of which there's 12 grams of added sugar, and we have 12 grams of protein. So before we tap the ingredients, my first impression, it's a lot of fat, but mostly unsaturated fat. So, okay, I think if I was, tracking, I would count this as a fat on my tracking sheet. With 25 grams of carbs and 2 grams of fiber, we have 23 grams of net carbs. Now, remember, we want our net carbs to be a single digit. So this is more than twice what we want our net carbs to be, right? The sugar is quite a bit, and a majority of that sugar in there is added sugar. So it's not my favorite thing. On the protein side, we have 12 grams, which is a little less than 2 ounces. So I suppose you could consider having half the bar to manage the net carbs. The other side of that is there is quite a bit of fat, so that can help blunt the impact of those carbs. And at a little under 2 ounces of protein, our general guideline for snacks is 2 to 3 ounces of protein. So it's a little light, but then with the fat to help satisfy, you might still get about 1 to 2 hours, of satisfaction from this snack, like we would expect from a typical snack. Now, going to the ingredients, this one says, so this is still the chocolate cookie dough flavor. So we have peanut butter, cashew butter, maple syrup, non-fat dry milk, honey, dark chocolate, which is made of chocolate, cane sugar, and cocoa butter, rice protein, dried whole egg powder, vanilla extract, sea salt, dried whole food powders. So that's kale, flaxseed, rosehip, orange, lemon, papaya, tomato, apple, alfalfa, celery, kelp, dulse, carrot, spinach. And then there's also flaxseed oil, sesame seed oil, olive oil, and pumpkin seed oil. All of the ingredients are organic, fair trade ingredients. Now, it's interesting. There's a bit to talk about here. First of all, if you have a dairy issue, there's non-fat dry milk in here, which is not clear from the front of the package. So there you have that warning. Now, it's interesting to me that they added all these oils at the end. It's extra fat on top of the nut butter. So I'm definitely counting this as a fat on my tracking sheet if I'm tracking. The whole food powder that's in there isn't all that noticeable in the nutrition facts. Because my guess is that at 2 grams of fiber, my guess is that fiber is what's coming from the nut butter, not from any of these whole food powders. And the other thing is that powders aren't really going to give us that fiber anyway. And like I said, I wasn't really all that impressed with the vitamins and minerals listed on the package. The only one that had quite a bit was copper. Copper helps the body make red blood cells and keep nerve cells and your immune system healthy. But copper deficiency is pretty rare. So I don't know. I guess I'm sort of on a tangent here. Point being, I don't know how much these superfood powders are really adding to us. And essentially what I'm saying is they tout it. It seems like more marketing, right? Yes, it's in there. It's in the ingredients, but I don't know that we're getting much value from that. I think you're definitely better off eating those foods as actual foods. Now, the other thing in the ingredients to note is that the third ingredient is maple syrup. It's really high on that list, right? Third ingredient is a sugar. Typically, we would prefer something to not have a sweetener in the first 5 ingredients or so, avoiding that. Now, this isn't actually surprising because we saw in the nutrition facts that there were 12 grams of added sugar. So not surprised. We see it there. There's also sweetener or sugar, really, it was cane sugar, in the chocolate chips. So where does this leave us? All in, I'm on the fence. I guess it's kind of like this as an alternative to what? Okay, if the alternative is an actual cookie, then this is probably better for the body. If the alternative is some nut butter with a banana, I'm going to go for the nut butter with banana personally. I mean, even if I added a little bit of my own honey, I think I would prefer that. Now, I'm not better than anybody. I have had these bars. I had the chocolate peanut butter flavor. When I worked in a hedge fund, we had them in the office. So I haven't looked at this one in years. So I took a quick look at it today too. So this one has 330 calories, 20 grams of fat with 4 grams of saturated fat, 24 grams of total carbs with 4 grams of fiber, 18 grams of total sugar, the same 12 grams of added sugar, and this one has 15 grams of protein. So this flavor has a little bit more protein, a little bit more fiber, and also a touch more fat. On the ingredients, they're pretty similar. This one has peanut butter, honey, non-fat dry milk, dark chocolate, which is chocolate, cane sugar, cocoa butter, dried whole egg powder, rice protein, sea salt, dried whole food powders, which is the kale, flaxseed, rosehip, orange, lemon, papaya, tomato, apple, alfalfa, celery, kelp, dulse, carrot, and spinach. Then there's still that flaxseed oil, sesame seed oil, olive oil, and pumpkin seed oil. So on the ingredient side, the two flavors are pretty comparable. So yeah, on occasion, sure. In a pinch, this could do the trick. Would I have them every day feeling that I'm really serving my health? I wouldn't. Yet I'll repeat, I think it's about this as opposed to what. So I want to hear from you. What do you think? Are you having a perfect bar? Write in and let me know. If you are, also tell me what flavor you're having because I'm very curious. And by the way, they also have layered bars, snacks, and peanut butter cups. So read the labels of each of them to see if they fit into your personal plan and how you could enjoy them if you want to. Well, as always, everybody, I'm your host, Jen Trepeck. Connect with me on Instagram or all social media. I'm at Jen Trepeck, JENNTREPECK. Website is asaladwithasideoffries.com. I want to hear from you. Send me a message with your takeaways, your ideas, your questions. The website, asaladwithasideoffries.com, also has merch and your details for the Resolution Revolution 6-month group coaching program. Final thing, if you are not already, join our membership program by going to glow.fm/saladwithasideoffries to show your support for this podcast and this community, but most importantly, truly support your health in 2024. Plus, you'll get this week's recipe for the beef and broccoli. Well, friends, that's it for today's episode of Salad with a Side of Fries. Congratulations for making yourself and your health a priority. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to click subscribe or follow on your favorite podcast platform. Share us with a friend, and we'll be back next week. Always remember, you deserve it, and you are worth it. Happy healthy.